Hey everybody, Michelle with Michelle's Frugal Living here, and thanks for watching my videos. Welcome to my new subscribers. And as promised, I'm going to answer viewer questions that were left on my 1 million video views video that I did the other day. If this runs over a half an hour, I'm going to stop it and I'll make a second video, which I suspect it will because I got a lot of questions here. And a lot of the, well, not a lot of them, some of them are repeat from person to person, but anybody who asks me a question, I will acknowledge you, and I'm going to answer all the questions that people ask. And if I get more questions, which I suspect I will after I put these videos up, then I will just make another video answering more questions. And yeah, I appreciate all of you who left comments on that video, and a lot of you just, you know, said really nice words to me, which I really like, and I appreciate that too, even though some of you didn't have a question to answer. I do like it. Okay, so let's get started here. Gabby Lynn Magnan asked, do you ever coupon with friends, family, or hubby? The question's answer to that is no. I don't, and mostly because I don't want to. I don't like to coupon with people, and I have I don't actually have a husband. I have a man, but I don't have a husband. So, but I have had him with me when we've couponed, and it's a problem. So, yeah, it's really distracting, and then I just feel like maybe if the other person was focusing on coupon deals also, that, they were doing their own thing as well, it might be different, but, taking someone along, I don't have anybody in my life other than all of you out there in YouTube land who coupon like I do. So that makes a big difference in that. I don't know if one of my friends or family decided all of a sudden that they were going to do exactly what I do and join me. I don't know quite how that would be. Let's see. Serious but fun. Love your videos. What craft projects do you do, and will you do a craft room tour? I answered the craft room tour to you already, but I'll say it here. My room over there, the room over there, is a wreck, and this room is a wreck too. This one at least I can make videos in, but when I clean it up, I wouldn't have a problem showing it, but I cannot show it to you in the state that it's in. And I want to get it cleaned up because I want to do some craft videos in making stuff. So she asked what kind of crafts I do. Serious but fun. She does crafts and coupons as well. And I do anything. I literally will do anything. And but first and foremost, I am a seamstress. I consider myself a seamstress. I'm not the best in the world. I'm not like my grandma. My grandma, she could look at somebody and she could cut out a dress and like sew it together and it fit them perfect. I'm not like, I don't know. I guess maybe I could train myself to do that. But anyhow, I could go on for a whole video talking about like things that I like to make. But I come from a long line of crafty people, and not only with sewing, but I'm at least 4, maybe 5 generations. I'm not exactly sure how many of my great-grandparents, grandmas, were weavers, and they actually wove stuff. Like, we're talking in the 1800s, they had looms, and they had a business where they wove rugs out of their house for people. And I have woven rugs, and I have numerous looms that I actually own, and I wish I need a whole like outbuilding so I can do that. That would be the ultimate for me if I could, like, that's what my goal is, to build me a building so I can have like a whole craft studio kind of a thing. I got a box that's getting ready to crash over here, so why it decided to fall all of a sudden during my video, that's how messy this room is. I guess I jiggled the floor or something. That was crazy. Okay, anyhow, so, like, I'll make anything. I mean, I like to, I scrapbooking is not something that I did a lot like that per se, but there's this whole thing about making smash books and junk journals, which I want to do, and so I plan on making some. I'm working on getting stuff together to do that, and I want to make some videos about because my first junk journal that I make, smash book, whatever, I want it to be a cookbook, because I really need to get my recipes, my favorite recipes together. So I want to bring you that, and but I do woodworking. I'll do that. You know, I'll build things. I will make anything that I can. I'll try anything. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Needlework. I've done a lot of cross stitching. I quilt. Quilting is one of those things that I don't give myself enough time to do. Oh yeah, and I could say I'm a hooker too. If you guys know what a hooker is, there's a style of rug making that's called hooking, and people call themselves hookers. Okay, so I really enjoy doing that as well. Yeah, we need to do more crafting. All right, Natalie HK Sacco. She makes really good couponing videos. You should watch her. What do your friends and family think of your couponing, and how did they react when you first started? I get the whole gamut of reaction from people, and I think people's attitude changes over time about it. I didn't tell anybody that I was going to become an extreme couponer when I first was doing it. And I remember when it was like a week or so before Easter in 2011, I decided that was the time that I was going to start couponing. And so I had bought a newspaper and I had some coupons and I was collecting them, you know, wherever. And I had gone to Easter day with the family, and I was sharing them my coupons, and I was telling them that I was going to start collecting coupons. But even then, I did not know what I was getting into. I had couponed before, but that was when I decided that I was going to do some more serious couponing, and I was really going to make an effort to cut my grocery bill. And so but when I started doing this, and then I found out about shopping at the drugstores and what you could do there. My man knew about it, but like I don't think that I really talked about it too much to my family for a while. And then I started telling them about it, I think. And then it was Christmas, that Christmas. I took a whole bunch of stuff with me. I made a video about that, what I was giving everybody for Christmas that year. And then that's when everybody really found out what was going on. It was like, okay, we know you got a stockpile, let us have it, you know, kind of a thing or whatever. Then they started that, and they were okay with it, I think, because, like, I come from a really thrifty kind of a family, and at Christmas, when we're all like trying to compete who got the best deal, and when we're bragging about how much we didn't pay for something that we're giving to somebody else, that's the kind of way our family is. Okay, so yeah, we don't brag about how, because if you pay too much for something, you're not going to be telling anybody in our family about it. So, I couponed a lot prior. I mean, like, not a lot, but like I couponed here and there. Mom was a couponer, like from back in the 70s. Yeah. So, couponing's always been in my life. It's just that 2011 is when I decided to really do it. And as for my friends, you know, you get the gamut people. I got a lot of people who buy stuff off of me. And I've got people, I think, who might be jealous a little bit of what I do and don't want to talk to me about couponing. So there's a whole gamut of stuff like that. Hannah 1937, what is your favorite coupon memory? And I really like that question because I have been thinking about like making a video about like funny things that happened to me when I couponed, or like just general stuff like that. So I will tell you one of my favorite things that I can remember happened it was like at Rite Aid a couple of years ago when I bought the patio table with a glass top and the 4 fold-up chairs that matched, and then I also bought an umbrella that goes down into the table, and I didn't pay anything for it. And so that was really fun when I got to do something. It cost $119.90, and I had $119 of upper awards. I used every bit of my upper awards, and I paid tax, and I made a video about that. If I talk about a video in here, previous video, I'll put a link in the description box so you guys can go and watch those if you haven't been watching my channel that long and don't know those videos. But anyways, that was a really fantastic moment, and to be able to do that. So, but I do want to make a video talking about a lot of those kind of things. Okay, Deborah Lackey, what is your stock-up price for Tide detergent, or what is the price that you would pay for it? I did answer this in the comments on there, but I'll talk about it here. $2.50 I think is a pretty good stock-up price. Anything less than that, back at Black Friday, we were getting it for less than $2 at Rite Aid, and that's why I have so much. Boy, it would have to be really cheap, like in store money, in order for me to even buy it at $2.50 at this point, because I have so much of it. Even with these $2 off coupons that we have right now, really, like anything under $3 I think is a pretty good price if you're in need of having some. Okay, but I wanted to make a video about what my stock up price is on stuff, what I consider, and I think you guys would probably like to have one of those, like how much would you pay for, you know, razors and stuff like that. Okay, SJ Burgess, how much do you think your current stockpile is worth retail versus how much you paid for it out of pocket? Is your stockpile insured? Insured only in the sense that I have homeowners insurance. I bet if I went to my insurance agent and said, hey, I want a policy, or, you know, a clause added to my policy for an extra $10,000 to cover my stockpile, they probably would sell that to me. I had never considered doing that. As for how much it's worth, it's really hard for me to say, because I don't keep track of that. But I would say multiple thousands of dollars. I mean, like, seriously, how could it not be multiples of thousands of dollars? So, okay. Crystal Crowell, what made you start a YouTube channel? Excellent question. Basically, the only thing I can come up with on what possessed me to do this is that I wanted to share. I don't know. I never made videos and put them on the internet, even on my Facebook page. I'm not big into social media. I'm still not. I don't know. Other than I just felt like I could share deals also, because I'm a very sharing person. And, so yeah, whenever I had, figured out that people made couponing videos, which was in December of, well, November of 2011 when I started watching YouTube videos. And it was very shortly after that. It was right there at the beginning of December that I actually, logged into YouTube the first time. I hardly watched YouTube at all until then. I was like, I don't even know what YouTube is. Anyway, so, and I think Greg That Dude was the first person I ever saw a coupon video from. And he was the first person, I believe, that I actually subscribed to on YouTube, was Greg That Dude. Okay, let's see. Ashley Williams, why did you start to coupon? And I think I touched on that earlier. Actually, I talked about when I started the coupon, not why. Mostly because of food price. I just wanted to cut down on the cost of groceries. Plain and simple. So, yeah, that was my big motivation. I never considered, like, getting shampoo and toothpaste for free. And I have to tell you, 3 years ago, it was like happening every week, free shampoo, and with very little effort, getting free shampoo and toothpaste and whatever. Let's see. Anna Castandia. No, that's not even how you say that. Castandia. I don't, Nedia. I don't know. I don't know how to say your name. I'm very sorry about that. I should have asked somebody. Okay. Do you have a significant other, kids? And what is your non-couponing job? Which is a very popular question. I'm not married. I have a man in my life. I do not have any children. I don't even have any pets. Okay, which is going to be significant here in a second. What's my non-couponing job? It's very boring in a way, although I do learn different things that I didn't expect to learn. I scan documents and I put them on the internet. I transcribe them, which means that their text is searchable on the internet, and then you get to see a picture of it. And I don't want anybody to ask me where I work, or like if they can, you can go see my pictures that I scan, but they are out there on the internet. So anyways, that is what it is. I actually want a career actually, I don't need a career change. I need to quit my job. I need to go someplace else. I need to do something different. I've been there way too long. Okay, but don't tell anybody at work that, okay? I don't know if this is supposed to be a whole word, but I'll just spell it. MECSONKA221. What do you do in your real job? And this person then says, you seem to be a good teacher and have a good eye for detail. And I appreciate you for recognizing that with me. I just said what I did, but I wanted to say that part because I think it is significant. I do have a degree from Purdue University, and it has absolutely nothing to do with what I do for a living right now. And, but I will tell you that I am, well, at least I was really good at math. Math has always come easy to me. I have a math-oriented mind. You know, took the SATs and did much better on the math portion than on the English portion. So, yeah. Spelling, no, don't ask me to spell. That doesn't happen. But you can ask me to do some trigonometry, you know. Okay, so, yeah. I'm not a rocket science like Natalie is, but, yeah, I never considered doing that. My mom wanted me to become an actuary. She really did, and I probably could have if I had really made an effort to do that. I majored in statistics and with a minor in math. I did that for a long time, and I finally gave it up because I all of a sudden had this vision of a life in a in one of those little cubicles where you couldn't even see a window in a high-rise building in Chicago or something. And then I was just like, I mean, that's what I was destined for. And pushing numbers around all day long. And I made a big old decision to change. So, but anyways, you can take the girl out of the math, but you can't take the math out of the girl. How about that for a quote? Okay. Yeah. And I will tell you, though, I did consider it for a long time, like up until when I was trying to pick what I was going to do when I went to college, and I knew that it was going to be math related. I considered becoming a math teacher. For like years, I thought that I would, and then I got to college and everything changed. Okay, JSS Mommy Sims, what do you do for a living? I talked about that. And how do you find the time to coupon as much as you do? That's where not having any children or pets to have to come home and feed and wash and get to bed, get them off to school. I don't have that taking up my time. And I know that a lot of you have that going on out there. So, you know, for you guys to sit down and study the Rite Aid ad and make a video about couponing deals coming up isn't really practical for you guys, and that's why other people are out there making blogs about it, making videos about it like me. Yeah, so that's why I have time. Victor Quintero, I like your name, Victor. Let's see. Did you ever make a very silly mistake when you first started couponing? Yes. Yes, I did. And you know what? I still make them. I still do. And I will tell you one that I made a couple of weeks ago. And I didn't talk about it in a video because I don't like talking about my mistakes in videos. I don't make videos to I don't know. I make videos to tell you guys about deals, and I'm not trying to like distract you off when I'm talking about, I don't know, I'm pretty serious that way, I guess. But talking about my problems that I created for myself. But when that Clear Eyes deal happened a couple of weeks ago, it was limit 2, and I had bought 2 on this card already, and I even had it written down on my paper where I keep track of all of that, and lo and behold, I went and bought another one on that card. Like, I couldn't look at my paper while I was standing there, and I went and bought another one. So then I had 3, and of course then I didn't realize it until later that I had done it, and then I couldn't get back over to Rite Aid, and like normally when I would do something like that, I would just have them do a return and I do a rebuy on a different card, and that way no coupons involved and it's just an even exchange. I'm just buying it on a different card so I can get my upper rewards. But I actually went back the next week and returned it because I wasn't going to pay like $2.50 or whatever it was for some Clear Eyes. Wasn't going to happen. Victor also says, what was your motivation to coupon? So I think I touched on that a little bit earlier when saying that saving money on groceries is what started me and what was my original motivation. But it's not my motivation anymore. Not my main motivation, because obviously I want to save money. But I've gotten to a point where I have so much food that like I don't even think about the price of food anymore. And not a lot, not in that sense. Like I used to. I used to worry about like how much my grocery bill was, and now I don't worry about it, because I know I save so much money that sometimes when I go to the grocery store, like I buy a lot more fresh produce and stuff like that than I used to, because I felt like it was costing me too much. But now I feel like I save so much money elsewhere that I can afford to buy fresh produce like that. But so basically my bigger motivation now that keeps me couponing is all this miscellaneous free stuff, like the patio chair and tables and the free microwave and the air conditioner, or you name it. You see all this stuff I bring home from Rite Aid. That's what keeps me going and motivated in couponing now. Okay, Melissa St. Louis wanted to know about using the freshness peelies at Rite Aid to reduce tax. And I've talked about it in a couple of videos. I don't like to talk about it a lot. Rite Aid's going to figure out how to fix it one day, and it isn't going to be there anymore. But I did write it out in response to her question on the other video. But I will go ahead and tell you that freshness peelies are coded RC48, which is the beginning number on a Rite Aid coupon, as opposed to most Rite Aid coupons are coded RC49. And RC49s are reimbursed by the manufacturer, including your upper rewards. They start with RC49. The ones that start with RC48 are Rite Aid store reimbursed coupons. And you'll get upper rewards sometimes that start with RC48. If it's like a Rite Aid brand of something, then they'll be RC48s. And there's something in their programming that when you use an RC48 coupon, it could be a freshness peely, an email coupon, an upper reward. It causes all of the other upper rewards to change to RC48s. In a lot of states, store reimbursed coupons are not taxable. That's what causes the tax to go down. Here in Indiana, store reimbursed coupons are not taxable. And it doesn't matter what store you do it at. If you have a store coupon, it's not taxable. So, and that's not the same as a manufacturer coupon, okay? So, but that's just the way that the coding is at Rite Aid. And you're going to see it affect more the more upper rewards you have in the transaction. If you only have a few upper rewards, then it's not going to, $10 of upper rewards in my state would be 70 cents a tax, as opposed to if I had $50 of upper rewards, That's $3.50 in tax taken off. Okay. So, there it is. All right. Dixie Banana Cabana. What are your favorite or worst food items that you've gotten real cheap or free from couponing? And I want to make a whole video about that. I really like that she asked that question because I've been thinking about that. I've been wanting to do something along those lines. Now, Dixie says, and I think this is what you were talking about. We got these free at Rite Aid back at Thanksgiving. Look, I found one that I've not ever eaten one of these. I like beef jerky and I like Jack Link's jerky, but I wasn't willing to try this. And I gave away a lot of them. I think all the other ones, it's the only one I've got. I gave them to my brother-in-law, but he never said anything one way or the other. But what I think is the worst food that I have ever gotten, well, okay, there's a lot. I want to make a video, but the one thing I'm going to say, those Hormel Complete meals, they're like this big, and then you take the lid off, but you can microwave them. Those things are so nasty, in my opinion. Gross. Okay. And a lot of you know what I'm talking about out there. Something that's good is this Boost right here. This is so yummy. I'm like, I have to refrain myself from drinking more than one of these a day. I've been having these for breakfast. But there's this other, Kellogg's makes a chocolate breakfast drink that I got free at Walgreens one time. And that was really yummy. I'm like, they need to have some deal on that, and I can get some. I think they might, yeah, I think they're included in the deal, some upward deal monthly at Rite Aid this month. I might pick some up if I find a coupon for them. Okay, so, yeah, look for a future video on that topic. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video right here. It's pretty long, and then I'll have a second part with the rest of the questions.